It is important because what we have seen is voice still remains a primary media to connect. Although the data usage is increasing and is becoming important, but voice is going to remain there. So what we see, yes, data usage will grow. We will get more and more usage, but voice will remain one of the prime medias to connect. And especially in an economy like India, where a significant portion of our general population is using voice. So to me, voice is an important media and will continue to be important media. If you see it, I will not call it taking a back step, but it is one of the underlying frameworks, underlying infras you can call it, on which things will reside. If you see most of the interfaces which businesses are developing, voice is there. So it is probably less talked about, a fundamental framework. It will continue to remain that. Good thing which will happen is there are new, with data becoming more prevalent, there will be new and new use cases which will emerge, which will marry voice and data together, and we will see these things more happening. We already have internationally, you see Siri's and Google Voice are in that direction, where we see that probably the line will gray between data and voice, but voice will continue to be the fundamental, one of the fundamental building blocks. Uh, I think the time has come now for unified communication. We have been hearing it for quite some time, but I think now is the right time, and actually it is the end consumer who is forcing the enterprises to do so. The phenomena which we are seeing is that convergence on the device side has already happened. The end consumer is talking about, is using the same device for voice and data. It's a matter of time the enterprises need to now adopt. So it is existing in some shape and form today, that will get reinforced and more and more prevalent. I do see that thing happening now. Very encouraging, very encouraging. The very fact that I see certain UC solutions getting penetrated, and more customers talking about more handshakes between applications and the voice, and vice versa. I think it's going to be pretty good. I think adoption of the newer products like SIP trunk plays a key role. The challenge which we are facing in the traditionally, I'm talking from the voice perspective, challenge which we are facing is that infra is not scalable as the demand is. We have seasonal demands. So gone are the days where you had to invest in your network to size up for the peak. What CIOs need is that the infra should be there when you need. It's something similar if you see is happening in the cloud. Cloud is also talking about capacity on demand, or the computing power when you need it is available there. We know infrastructure as a service kind of thing is concept is emerging. Something similar you have to, they can leverage the technologies like SIP and be ready for as and when there is a demand, they are able to meet that without making significant investments and operational complexities. So let me say, so while that was SIP, I think has arrived, because till now, if you see, very little advantages or very little advancements have been done in the voice. What SIP solves is many problems. We see racks and racks of wires, cabling, chassis, ports get simplified by simple one-line connectivity. Very easy, simply IP based, you save economic benefits plus simplified processes. That's why SIP. It's open standards. Standards are available everywhere. It's a standard thing. Things do interop. Actually, it varies from use case to use case, but there are significant cost benefits. Let me first share the heads where immediately costs can be saved. You don't need so many PRI ports. Therefore, you don't need so many chases, immediate saving. You don't need so many cables coming in. Therefore, operational efficiencies. One of the use cases which we saw, one of the customers, there was 1:6 ratio of cost saving. That rather customer has shared with us that this is the cost saving which he achieved. He had spent 1 rupee on SIP while he would have to spend 6 rupees on traditional way of doing things of PBX. OpEx will be similar in nature, because if you see predominant OpEx will be voice usage pieces, that is going to be same. Rather, there can be benefit in OpEx because of the reduced hardware. You are going to save on power and environmental things. I think your question has the answer. Well, he has to deploy something which is scalable, because what I see is in business, demands will be seasonal. You don't have the luxury and the capex available to size up for that demands for throughout the year for a resource which you are going to use only for 10-15 days. CIO needs to say, number one, whatever he is investing in is an open standards based stuff, not a proprietary stuff, number one. Number two is scalable. Number three is easily maintainable. It's simple, easy to maintain. If these are the fundamental things which go a long way in delivering value for the organization. We are seeing trends that people are, number one, looking for scalable side of solutions. People are also looking at outsourcing more and more niche thing to the operators. For example, people are more open in telcos hosting certain applications and doing that piece for them. For example, be it and reaching out to all the employees, or being reaching out a campaign to all the customers, they are more comfortable now, more open for telcos doing it. We see clearly that as a trend emerging. We see voice becoming more, I can say, simplified, and people want to get into scalable side of it. TTSL is pursuing this path very seriously. We are a dominant player in fixed voice market, and the very fact that we have got commercial product availability in SIP and IP Centrics is our testimony to we pursuing this path.